We have to talk about boxing, man. So much been going on. Work got me full of different ways. I got my YouTube set up right here, and I got an I have my 3 monitors for my normal work right here. So it's quite busy. So decided to take a little bit of break, guys. We're gonna get all the way into it. Like my boy LeJohn said. I want to talk about Austin. Back possibly has not ruled out Facebook. I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. What do you think about it? What are your thoughts? Like, what comes in your head? The thing about me, obviously, I know who's gonna win. Canelo. But there's more besides that. Then, guys, listen, PBC dropped a cherry. They cloudy day. And let the sun peek through. PBC is putting out a major schedule lineup coming up for these next couple months, guys. What? One thing, one thing only. Yes. Let's talk about it. All right. So we'll turn it down just a little bit, guys. The first topic at hand will be in the building. The one, the only Bob Boxing Talk. What it is says. Ready for this fire? Let's get it. You better believe it. Charles, what's crack? He said, can't hear you over the music. My bad. Hopefully it's a little bit lower right now. Observing stuff is hard. Man, is it still low? Is it still low? Or am I good now? Hopefully I am good now, guys. Sorry for that. Just still getting used to this new setup, but let's get it cracking. Let me turn this up a little bit more too. Yo, yo, yo. It is low. Very low, very low. All right, so let's do this, guys. Let me do this. Boom. Let's get it cracking. All right, we'll get this. We're gonna get this right. And let's go here. Let's go advanced audio. Let's go to mic. Why is that like that? Lower, yeah, it is low. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. All right, let me try. Let's try this. Testing, testing, testing. Yo, yo. We're going to get it cracking down to the flow. You know, T-Dub. How? Yes, yes. We're going to get it, man. We're going to get it. Must be using a different plug. All right, you know what? Let's get it. All right, I think it's a little bit better now. It's a little bit better. So, guys, sorry about that. Let's get to it now. We are about to rock with it. Listen, man. We're going to talk about the first thing at hand. Oscar De La Hoya, 47, 48 years old, something like that, is saying he's very serious about making a comeback to the ring. He can make some noise at 154. Last time I heard about Oscar De La Hoya was coming back is when he was saying he was doing a meeting like, you know, guys, I've been secretly training to fight Conor McGregor. He was secretly training to fight Conor McGregor in a boxing match, right? So listen, we don't really know what's going on with Oscar. He may or may not come back. But I do tell you this, and I'm going to say this. If he came back and somewhere in 2021, he fought still, I can't say undefeated because Canelo been beat by Mayweather, but on top. If he beats a young on top Canelo or line to face him, Observing Stuff said that's better. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm telling you, that will draw some buzz. See, the obvious winner is Canelo, right? Canelo can go out there and probably whip him a whole new one. The real debatable is, the fantasy matchup is, and then prime Oscar versus now Canelo. That's a debatable conversation you can have. That some people are going to say, clearly the old Oscar De La Hoya whooped Canelo, or this new Canelo, slick movement and good power will beat that Oscar, or it's a toss-up. But listen, if they come back right now and they some kind of way make a deal, and there is no secret that these two guys have been having bad blood. Right now, it seems like the Golden Boy himself is rubbing everybody but the wrong way. Listen, he might want a genie coming out, but it seems like he's pulling the bad side out of his own fighters, right? One fighter said, listen, I would never like you again. I believe that was Ryan Garcia. Canelo and him has, listen, there's no secret that these guys got bad blood. And believe it or not, if Oscar can show he's in shape and try to muster up some of them good videos and training videos like Mike Tyson has been able to produce, people might just buy into it. Still, in my opinion, there's only one winner. Oscar is going to get his ass handed to him by Canelo. He's 47-48. But I'm telling you, there's not many fighters that get a chance to punch the person in their mouth that they really want to punch. Typically, it's not really the fighter. The fighter is typically business. The people that they really want to punch in the mouth, the people who they feel they're screwing them over in business. Let's say a lot of fighters probably wanted to punch Bob Arum in his mouth. A lot of people probably want to punch Eddie Hearn in the mouth, right? But there's not many opportunities that you can punch the person who you signed for in the mouth. There's not many opportunities for Danielson to punch Mr. Miyagi. I'm not quite sure that's what it is, but wouldn't it be nice, guys, for you guys that work like me in everyday life? And if you're like me and you work in your everyday life, your boss at some point has got completely on your nerves. You have went home into other coworkers and said, oh my God, I just want to... Well, if this fight is made, this could be a real possibility. Canelo could have a chance to punch his boss square in the mouth. And I just don't think it should be a boxing match. Maybe it should be like, I know if I was Canelo, I'd be like, listen, if I win, you free my contract. And I ask, like, if I win, I sign you for life. Canelo vowed to not fight another Mexican. That means Irish, black, whites. Hey, you're on the hit list. And for him to break that vow and to fight the Golden Boy himself, to be honest, I think Golden Boy is probably more liked overall than Canelo. Don't get me wrong. Canelo, from what I've seen from Mexican fans, either he is loved or he's hated. I think with Oscar, he got a little bit more love than the hate. Let's see what we got. He says Canelo would kill De La Hoya. Yes, he was. Charles says easy word for Canelo. Yep, he just want the money. That's what it would be for. I'll pay to see it, though. Listen, man, I'm telling you. Listen. Even if I don't buy it, all my boy Deserve and stuff don't buy it, I think the Mexican community, Mexican-American community, if this was pay-per-view, it's not pay-per-view. They're on DAZN. Even though Eddie Hearn is kind of backtracking, moonwalking on his word that at first he's going to kill pay-per-view, and now he's talking about, well, maybe not quite so fast. Maybe we can benefit from it. But the Mexican-American community will eat this up. This could be like the past versus the present. The present... What did they say in Man vs. Steel? A Man of Steel. That woman said, evolution always wins. So with the present, the evolution version, Canelo, can he beat the past? Or is this going to be one of them cases where the past comes back to hunt him? Guys, I'm telling you right now. I think the lead up to it would be, listen, they will have to do this on like a Cinco de Mayo. In my opinion, it has to be Cinco de Mayo. It has to be. Oscar has to come back, has to look in some kind of shape. They need to spend about 6 months promoting this thing. And right after September ends and whatever fight Canelo has and he probably is going to win, Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, the original Golden Boy, who has been searching for that Mexican star to be the next Golden Boy for years now. Victor Ortiz, didn't make it. Ryan Garcia, maybe we'll see. Canelo, listen, Canelo, He's the golden boy. He's the golden boy. Listen, there's a clear winner here. We know who it is. We know who it is. But if this was regular back on pay-per-view, I really believe it would do close to 2 million buys. I really believe it. And you know, if Oscar fighting, he's putting all his finances behind the fight. He got his number one. And here's the thing. If Oscar beats Canelo, that really hurts Canelo. I mean, it says a lot about Oscar because Oscar, 47, 48 years old, came back and beat his golden boy. But basically, if Oscar win, it can hurt his brand, if you get what I'm saying. Because you know he don't have no long-term longevity left in this boxing world competing. And you're going to come out of retirement and possibly fight your ace? And what if you beat your ace? What if some kind of way you beat your ace? Well, who's your ace now? You? Nah. He said they could build this up really, really well. Yeah. I think they can. But listen. Why you guys think about that? Let me pull up the next picture. We got to talk about this, man. Oh, man. Let's see. Let me find it. Where is it at? Somewhere. Here we go, guys. Look, man. Let's blow this. Let's blow this all the way up. I wonder if I can do this. Guys, I'm telling you right now, man. Why does it look backwards? Is that backwards? What the slam? What the? Hold on, guys. Nah. We ain't doing that. Let's... What if I do... Is that horizontal? Bam! Alright. Woo! Woo-wee! Good thing I know a little something about a little something, but not too much. Alright. Guys, man, I'm telling you. PBC and Showtime have probably been working on this for a while. Top Rank came back with boxing. I'm definitely happy for that. We saw Devin Haney come back, do some work. Just came off a fight last night. But we have not seen a lineup like this. There's a couple of surprises. But look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this lineup. Let me cover me up. Will it cover me up or not? Let's see. Bam! Man, guys. Look at that. August. Just the very end of August. Got David Benavidez coming back. August 15th. Erickson Lubin coming back. September 19th. Guys, the first time making their boxing debut on pay-per-view. Jamal Charlo. Double hitter pay-per-view. Jamal Charlo taking on Sergey Derevyanchenko. Jamal Charlo taking on Rosario. Guys, I am excited about this list. I gotta say this. I gotta stand on my word. I will watch Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz, but to be honest, I am not excited about that fight being on pay-per-view. I gotta be honest. Even if that fight wasn't on pay-per-view and it was regular Showtime, I'm being honest, I still wouldn't be that excited. I don't know anybody who asked for this matchup. To me, this is a matchup that's purely money driven by Leo Santa Cruz side and Tank Davis side to make a pay-per-view fight. This is not a fight to who we really think is going to win. This is not a fight that we're really going to push unification. This is just a money fight. Now, if this was a Friday night fight or I don't know, man, maybe a co-main event fight. Like if Jamal Charlo You know what? It could have been a triple hitter. You know what? This could have been a third fight on a triple hitter. If they would have did, let's say, uh, we'll do, we'll do the youngest brother since he's unifying. We'll do Jamel Charlo versus Rosario for the main event. Co-main event is Jamal Charlo versus Derevyanchenko, who, in my opinion, actually beat Triple G. But I get it. I might be alone in this. I get it. And then I would have Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. That would be my three main fights. But Leo Santa Cruz versus Gervonta Davis, listen, man, right now is not one that I really want to buy. They will have to sell me this fight. Right? You have to sell me this fight. Why? Why should I buy this fight? Why? A lot of people think Leo Santa Cruz has been running from what's my boy name? Gary Russell Jr. He ain't got that smoke. Gary Russell Jr. putting his arms all around Leo's pops. But you know what? That's just me, man. Limping Ness will be back in action. Let's see what my boy's saying. Charlo has two fights on the same day. He said, wait, he's really fighting twice on the same day. I read the names wrong. No. Listen, I'm going to be honest. The only person that I think could fight two people in one day would probably be Floyd Mayweather, and you got to choose his opponents right, back to back, and maybe Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder was fighting, let's see, anybody that's not a top tier, you know, if he's not a top tier, I think Deontay Wilder could get the first recorded, you know, two back-to-back knockouts on the same day, and Floyd Mayweather would school them all. But listen, man, Jamel Charlo taking on Sergey Derevyanchenko. I'm telling you, that matchup, and I know why Derevyanchenko wanted that matchup. Now, for Jamel Charlo, I'm not sure. Maybe he's like, listen, I want the smoke. I can't get Canelo in the ring. You know, I can't get Triple G in the ring. Arguably, this man beat Triple G. Whatever, how, Al, you want me to fight him, I'll fight him. But the reason I believe Sergey Derevyanchenko wants this fight, the reason I think he wants this smoke, is because he's seen. Let me look him up. Real quick. The guy, the last time that Jamel and Jamal fought on the same court, who was that guy, that southpaw, that was pretty much, he's an older guy, but he was boxing Jamal pretty well. I mean, he lost the fight. Let me see. Jamal Charlo, box rec. He was boxing Jamal pretty good. A lot of people thought he was beating Jamal Charlo. Jamal actually lost in that court. Let me see. What's his name? Korobov. I believe that was Korobov, right? It had to be Korobov. That had to be Korobov, I believe, right? I hope I'm right. Am I right? Yeah. Because he beat Brendan Adams, then he went and fought Dennis Hogan, knocked him out. So it had to be Korobov. Listen, man, Korobov was actually boxing him pretty well. Sergey Derevyanchenko was actually boxing Triple G very well. I'm going to tell you guys, Sergey Derevyanchenko is going to come into this fight with a lot of goddamn confidence. He feels, he's like, listen, I actually hurt Triple G to the body. I actually outboxed Triple G. He's thinking to himself that Jamal Charlo, he's straight up and down. He's going to come out there with a high guard, tight guard, work behind the jab, trying to land that big right hand. Maybe a left hook. Now, if I had to be a betting man, I'm a bet Jamal Charlo is going to catch his ass slipping with one of them heaters and sleep him. But this is early prediction. This is just early thoughts right now. But if I had to guess, I would say Jamal Charlo is, at first, he's going to have a tough time with Derevyanchenko. I'm just being honest with you. Maybe you think different. Maybe you think he's not going to have a tough time. He's going to come out first round and lay his ass down. Russian dude, yeah. Just coming in, smash the thumbs up. Yes, that's my boy James in the building. Valdez, what's cracking, homie? uh, Jamal Charlo, up until the point that he hurts Sergey Derevyanchenko, he's gonna be like the situation. We got a problem on our hands. And then you got Jamal Charlo, who's fighting Rosario, who just beat J-Rock, who took the titles off of Jared Hurd. J-Rock outboxed, outman, outgunned Jared Hurd. And then he steps up and fight Rosario and gets the brakes beat off of him so bad that Mighty said we cannot repair them. He stripped your brakes, your rotors, your cabbler. He tore everything out. He said, listen, he beat the brakes off you, son. And now Jamal Charlo is stepping up to do a unified matchup, and that's how you should do it. Don't beat around the bush. E-Rock Z Charlo versus Chinko, great fight. Man, listen. Smash that like, man. Smash that like, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm live. You ain't catching me on no post. This is T-Dub live in the building. Look, man. Let's get this work. Like I said, man, the first conversation, if you're just now walking in, is Oscar De La Hoya has not ruled out taking on Canelo Alvarez. He said he doesn't back down from any man. But but Canelo said at one point that he's not going to fight any Mexicans anymore. But in my opinion, if there is a Mexican that Canelo will fight, it would be Oscar. How many of you guys got a chance to actually punch your boss in the mouth? I don't care if you drive trucks. Maybe you want to punch the dispatcher. Maybe you told this guy, listen, I want a trip back home. But he's telling you and trying to almost order you, but trying to make like it's your decision to make this one more trip, and it's going to be an extra couple $100. I don't know. Maybe you, listen. We know a lot of these bosses, these manager directors, they got some shit stuck up their ass. They got that power trip. And if Oscar comes back and get in shape, maybe have some tune-up fight against a bum. Which, listen, man, I'm being honest. I don't even know if he can have a tune-up fight because he come back and if he doesn't look the same, people are not going to want to see him fight. The best thing that he can do is get in prime shape, put out videos like Mike Tyson. See, Mike Tyson is making people forget what Mike Tyson looked like the last time he actually fought. Now people are looking at the 50-something-year-old Mike Tyson like he was a 20-year-old Mike Tyson. They're not the same man. See, listen, I get it. Mike Tyson could probably put hands on a lot of these, D-level, heavyweights. And the clips he's putting out there are fucking monstrous. They monstrous. I get it. I won't step in the ring with him right now. I get it. But you got to remember what we're looking at. We're looking at clips that have been put together. We're looking at highlights, the best moments put together to blow your mind away. I want to see this. Let me see him do mitts for 3 rounds straight for 3 minutes. I don't want to just see the 10-second ha 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 and then go to another one ha 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 ha. I want to see it for 3 minutes straight. For 3 rounds. Oscar De La Hoya was talking about. He said De La Hoya versus Clarissa Shields. Clarissa wins. Oh. He said it is a headline, the pay-per-view. Listen, man. If you are a fighting fan, if you are a fighter, not a fighter fan, but just a fan of boxing, you have to like the Charlo card. You have to. I mean, those both are competitive matches. We're not just getting a high-powered name against somebody who's not a good fighter. We're not just getting fights made because you got 2 names but don't have no business in the same ring together, but put them in the same ring together. This is not that. if I had to be honest, this is not Gervonta Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. That's a money fight. That fight is only put together, in my opinion, just to make these guys some bread. And we're the ones that throwing the bread to them. I don't know how they're going to sell this as being competitive. I don't get it. Leo Santa Cruz already has unfinished business with people in his weight class. Anything can happen. It's boxing. But when you talk about, we talk about Jamel Charlo, 30 wins, 33 wins, 1 loss, 17 knockouts. Jamal Charlo, 33 wins, no losses, 22 knockouts. Derevyanchenko, arguably beat Triple G. Rosario clearly beat J-Rock. He cracked J-Rock until he found a diamond inside. He found a diamond inside. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I was hyped when boxing came back. We saw Devin Haney fought. But to be honest, there wasn't not much. Like, I didn't even watch the fight last night. I didn't even... I give me something to grab onto. Now, see, I don't mind watching fights if I got a really good headliner, but I'm not getting that. But when you look at this Showtime card, PBC presents on Showtime card, you know who these guys are. You know who these guys are. You know Fulton Jr., you know Benavidez, you know Erickson Lubin, you know Jamal Charlo, Sergey Limpinets, Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, Chris Carver. You know these guys. Nino Donaire. If you don't know Nino Donaire, now he's past his prime, but don't get me wrong. He's. This is something that boxing fans can grab onto. This is something that gets T-Dub back live in action, doing a video, talking smack. This is going to be the Lions coming out party. Stars in the making. Texas, stand up. Hey, James, what part of Texas you from, champ? E-Rock G says Davis stops Cruz. Cruz is too small. Bet heavy on Davis. By stop it. Listen, man. The thing is, you can bet heavy on Davis and you're going to win crumbs. There's no doubt in my mind. If we got to talk about this fight right here, Gervonta Davis. He is going to, in my opinion, lay Leo Santa Cruz all the way out. Stretch him out like a limousine. Have him flat and smooth like he just got pressed by an iron. Leo will go to sleep. In my opinion, this is only a money fight. Nobody asked for this fight. There was no bad blood between these fighters. It was just a fight made and thrown on pay-per-view. Now tell me I'm lying. But Jamel Charlo coming off his rematch, getting a win by knockout, and now he got his belt back. In the next fight, he going into a unification bout with Rosario. And you know what could be crazy? What if Rosario get the damn win? This guy could get more titles in 2 fights. And a lot of people didn't even know who Rosario was. A lot of people didn't even know who he was. He came to the scene almost like Jaime Munguia. And a lot of people, but now he's known. Oh, you from San Antonio? The Lions from Houston, Texas? Okay. See, me, I'm from St. Louis. Where the guns play and rains all day. Nah. Actually, it doesn't rain all day. You're on a wake at the front. It's bipolar here. Listen, man. We getting it. We getting it. We getting it. You know I was gonna be live, guys. Listen, if you like fishing, I know some of you guys don't, but if you like fishing and you like the people do catch and cooks, I have launched my very first video on my fishing channel. It's in the description. I urge you, please support and subscribe to the channel and this channel. If you have not subscribed to What's Blazing the Sports, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Also, become a member today. Get members only perks and shout outs. That'd be great. But let's jump back into, hold up. There we go. Oh, you know what? Let's go off the gridiron. I wasn't even gonna talk about this, but I seen this right. Let's talk about this for a minute, guys. All right, guys. There's still a rumor that this fight can maybe possibly happen. Manny Pacquiao possibly taking on Triple G. Mikey Garcia said there is a win or a chance that Manny Pacquiao could beat Triple G. Guys, neither one of these fellas have revealed who they will be fighting next. Not Manny Pacquiao and not Triple G, which leads me to believe that maybe there is some underlying serious negotiation going on to see if they can work out a deal. I haven't heard Mikey talk about fighting Manny. Keith Thurman wants to smoke. He doesn't got it. He's not fighting Earl Spence Jr. And if Manny Pacquiao fights, it has to be a big fight. So what if, potentially, if this fight got made, Triple G versus Manny Pacquiao, what do you think? Well, if this fight is made, this is a win-win situation for Manny Pacquiao, for the most part. And this is a fight that's a lose-lose for Triple G outside of getting a big fat payday. Allow me to explain. One, if they take this fight, this is what I believe is going to happen. There's going to be a rehydration clause. There's going to be a catch weight. And both of those weights are going to be a weight that Triple G has probably never made or hasn't made in years. But it'll be the biggest payday of his career. If Manny Pacquiao beats Triple G, what is it, 8 division now? 8 division champion, beat Triple G, who they're going to argue is probably the number one 160 pounder that ever done it. 20 world titles. But if Triple G beats Manny Pacquiao, that's obvious. It's obvious he's going to beat him. He's bigger than him. Does Manny really stand a chance to beat Triple G? Does he? If this fight is taken on a catch weight, hear me out. Let's turn my tunes up. If this fight is taken on a catch weight, where Manny Pacquiao makes Triple G come down to 156 pounds, probably put anywhere from probably a 10-pound rehydration clause on him from 156, which means he can't weigh no more than 166. Manny Pacquiao actually stands a legit chance of beating Triple G. If Derevyanchenko had the speed to frustrate, and in my eyes, he beat Triple G. Listen, maybe it's me. I picked Triple G to win. I thought Derevyanchenko won. I still won my bet and collected on my bet, cha-ching, with Triple G winning. But to be honest, I thought Derevyanchenko outboxed him, outlanded him, outscored him, hurt this man to the body. Ouch. Manny Pacquiao is going to have the fastest hands that Triple G has ever seen inside the ring. From an older Manny Pacquiao. That's not a young man. But Manny Pacquiao, listen, I'm telling you right now, Triple G going to come out doing his thing, kind of stiff up. And don't get me wrong, Triple G got a hell of a chin. But Manny Pacquiao, back in the days, he was just straight up fast. But now we're seeing like Manny Pacquiao, he has to warm up a little bit. Like when he fought Keith Thurman, Adrian Broner, when he first came out shooting his shots, he didn't look as quick. But as the fight went on, I saw his based on them old joints, like the Tin Man put that oil, started to loosen up. Maybe they put some Bengay on him. He loosened up, and he. Crazy as it sound, I'm telling you guys. You know what? You know what? Listen. Hell, I'll put money on Manny Pacquiao. If they make this fight, I know this has have to be a fight that Triple G is only taking for the money. That's it. Because he has to realize that even if he wins, it's going to look like because you fought a smaller guy, you're supposed to win. You're not supposed to be in the ring with this guy. You knew you were going to win with it for the money. Why didn't you fight this? Why didn't you fight that? Manny Pacquiao would get more prop and applause in a loss against Triple G than Triple G would get in a win against him. All right, fam. Right on. But this is one that, to be honest, it's intriguing. It is intriguing. Neither one of these guys are spring chicken. Triple G is actually off. I mean, not actually, but obviously a bigger guy, stronger guy, got a good chin, but it's been hurt to the body. He has been shown that speed can frustrate him. Manny Pacquiao, at the senior age in boxing, I still believe has the speed and the combination to really frustrate Triple G. But what I want to see, if Triple G hit him one of them vintage downward left hooks or right hooks that hits the top of the cranium, how would Manny Pacquiao take it? Would he get hit, shake it off, clap his head like he did against Cotto, come back and revenge style and put hands on him? Or will he slumped? Will he be like, what just hit me? Will he feel like Anthony Joshua when Andy Ruiz hit him? Well, guys, that's my time. I hope you enjoyed it. This your boy T that was Blazing the Sports. Please check out my fishing channels in the description of this video. Also, subscribe to the channel and become a member today. Till next time, here is what's Blazing the Sports. I'm out.